NBA starter. Incredible.
And that's making a change here. Wells is checked in. Here's DJ. Knocked away. And stolen by Simmons. Over Wells. And it's Simmons. That's on the assist by Augustine. Simmons got his first basket.
That mid-range jumper is just another one of his weapons.
Thomas down low. He's against Gordon. Plays it up and banks it in.
I'll tell you, he's got a grasp of low post offense. DJ doing work in the interior.
Lynn against Augustine. He dishes it to Simmons. Gordon a screen. Here's Spates. The wing jumper off target.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And so it's DJ making things happen for the Brooklyn Nets. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And don't go away. And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
I'll tell you, when you take care of the backboards, good things seem to happen.
Well, I think it's been a priority to hit the glass, no doubt, and using their length and athleticism to perfection on the boards.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Orlando, we have DJ Augustine, Maurice Spates out there with Aaron Gordon, then it's Shelvin Mack, and it's Simmons in at the small forward. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, the Orlando Magic do have a stacked front court. They've got plenty of size. Head coach Frank Vogel said, in today's small ball NBA, we think we can beat the heck out of teams in the paint. But shooting has been a hindrance, and he conceded he might have to win some games, 68-65. Kevin?
Going against the grain, DA. Thank you.
Well, this is how you make it easy on yourself. MyCareer gets close position on the interior and makes it easy.
And the precarious revert after 20th overall, Doris, back in 2016 out of Michigan.
Well, I think some people consider this a high-risk, high-reward pick. The reason he dealt with stress fractures repeatedly in left foot throughout his college days. But when this guy's healthy, man, whoo, can he shoot it? And at 6'7", look out.
Nets leading by 4. Lynn dishes to DJ. The stupendous finish in traffic. Thomas got 4 points now in the quarter. And what a debut it was for DJ last time out. His NBA career started off with a bang, and his team got him to boot.
Yeah, you would think someone in his position would come in with some butterflies in their stomach, but DJ was as calm and collected as can be. You can tell he knows he belongs in this league.
Augustine against Lynn. Now here's Matt. Outside, Simmons. Back to Mack. Three-pointer. The Magic get another chance here. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Spates. Spates has got 5.
That is really solid low post offense. You cannot waste those chances.
Timeout called, the Nets. And the Nets throwing big money at these. And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half. The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. Teams deciding to change it up. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. You've got Allen Crabbe. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Thomas. Then it's Russell. And it's Kilpatrick in at the 2 spot. So that's the Nets 5. Here's DJ. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. He has a scorching 86%. Well, one of the new faces on the roster this season is DJ, and for those of you who haven't followed his story, made the team after getting a training camp invitation, but he's fought his way, Greg, into some minutes now.
And to go one step even prior to the training camp invite, he got that invite by impressing in a street ball competition. Now, I know a lot of fans are hoping he can make it in the NBA just due to his long shot story.
No good from Peyton.
His shot's it's not there right now with his team leading. Perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Here's Thomas. The shot not on target. Great D that time from Vucevic. Now here's Simmons. He's covered closely. Peyton passes to Simmons. The dish to Vucevic. It's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Russell kicks to DJ. Shoots in deep. Vucevic with a block. Al Fournier. Doris is a former guard. You know how much energy it takes to run a team and think a game as well as score. I mean, there's a lot on your plate at that position. But backcourt guys get an advantage of playing with a consistently high motor.
Well, Russell Westbrook, in addition to his ferocity, seems to be able to sustain his level of energy across a 48-minute game. I feel like the guy never gets a rest. He's one high motor guy. I'll tell you a guy who doesn't do it the same way, but still it's required that he has a level of endurance that maybe would shock people, is James Harden. Like, the guy has the basketball in his hands. He's #1 priority in terms of the defensive scout. So Russell Westbrook and James Harden, though they go about the job differently, both are phenomenal at having a great endurance and having the ball so much.
Peyton, good.
A physical basketball there, and in the best sense. A hard screen allows him to shake the defender and get to the bucket for the layup.
Looking to end the drought, Thomas. And Vucevic pulls it down.
And it's almost as if he wore himself out with that performance in the last quarter. He hasn't had nearly the same kind of energy in this one.
And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. Doris, wearable body tracking, such as sensors the teams use to determine stress load on players' bodies, how much they run during a game, during a practice, how fast they're going. Are we taking this thing too far?
It's an excellent question. Listen, technology is increasing to the point where these teams now have a greater body of information with which to work. So I think just like we see in other areas of the game, analytics relative to team success, what's a good shot, what's a bad shot, the more information, the better. I think it comes down to an organizational decision. How much stress will we put on the information given to these particular body tracking monitors? I think it's got to be on a case-by-case basis. Certainly, the organizations will use it to the best of their abilities.
But if it helps the game, helps the players stay healthy, gives teams a better compass on how to use the players, I'm all for it.
Me too, Kev. Me too.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Orlando.
There's one side as it gets today. There were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so with this, they'll end up with their 2nd win on the year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And one of the key components to this victory, the biggest, was the incredible performance for Vucevic.
Boy, I thought his best work was his pursuit of the basketball. He competed for every rebound, fought for position in the paint, and never stopped working. I love it.
And here is Mack. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they
For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.